So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Dimitar Berbatov. There was never any question of leaving a man of his talents on the bench.
Yeah, you can't question this guy's abilities or his track record. Yet it's funny how he remains a divisive figure.
Well, that was that languid style, wasn't it? Which does have its detractors.
Yeah, he's a player who's always been extremely calm and he likes to kind of think on the ball. Some say that was lazy, slowing the game down a little too much, but I've never seen it that way.
Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Isco. And this is Lampard. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shot at goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Nice-looking ball. He won't be happy with that one. Scholes. It's a pretty loose pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Bigo providing an outlet on that flank. Climbs up big! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's gone direct here. Dani Olmo. Zanetti pings it across. Raya claims it without any fuss. Great defending, strong and determined. Mateus did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No foul, says the referee. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this Shevchenko off the post. Shevchenko gets flagged offside. Liverpool possession football, Jim. We're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, that's well spotted. Scholes.
That's going in strongly.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Zanetti. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
It's going to be another throw. And that's definitely not his best. Del Piero. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that was very necessary. Looking to play him in. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
So what can they conjure from this one?
It's a very good position, this, and the right distance too.
He went for the curler. Figo. Can he get on the end of this? Now here's the big header! And he hits the net! And finally he has breathed life into the game! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be...
Up he goes! And yes, it's there! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Gets a good foot in there. Rummenigge. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Rummenigge, he's gone for goal! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 22.
And now he has two.
Coming on the field, number 10, Messi. Number 17, McAllister.
Liverpool making another change here. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Threads one. Babatov! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Belletti. Number 9, Jorginho. Coming on the field, number 3, Franz Beckenbauer. Number 41,
Played back in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Berbatov, given the lift of his goal. Nicely weighted ball. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Dixon. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And it's Del Piero. And that's a good ball. Real chance! And it's in! And he is just ripping it up! Truly superb. A goal of such... And that is that. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Rummenigge on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man.
For our World Charity Fund.
Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more clean sheets now that he's in the team.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Berbatov. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Balde. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. He's got away. Pedri gets across and deals with it. Berbatov. Totti. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. And that is expertly dealt with. Akanji going vertical. Gerrard. Donatoni. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. So it is still 0-0. Now, can they get him away? It's a throw-in. And it's Balde. Quality ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Dembele knocks it into space. Akanji gets across to intercept that. Berbatov. Neither of these two want to come off second best. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it goes for a shot! Off the post! Gerrard does really well to win the ball there. Now that's well seen too. Di Lorenzo. And it's Gerrard. Nice looking ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Tries to pass it through. Costa Curta cuts it out. Dembele might just make this. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Shot at goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, he gave that an almighty thump. And we have our very first corner. Musiala! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
He's a sharp little ball here. Pedri, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Berbatov. Musiala plays the game a step ahead of all. Berbatov! Marvellous goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's a lovely, neat pass. The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, there's the clearance.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Tries to play it through. Oh, it's Dembele. No, that's been intercepted. Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's really well manoeuvred. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's well spotted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And smartly reclaimed. And it's Musiala. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Donadoni. Number 20, Olise.
Balde is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery.
Coming on the field.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Number 27, Bayern. Number 23,
Oh, what a mistake! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Just eases him off the ball. That's been cut out, well played. Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
And he's there to get it away. Musiala. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Dani Olmo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Totti. Berbatov. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 22.
Paris Saint-Germain can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
That is some save from Khan!
Chiang Rai clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Looking to play him in, and he welcomes it in. Paris Saint-Germain are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Totti. Totti going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. And it's Pedri.
Chiang Rai nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Berbatov was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, this looks sharp. And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Just a quick announcement, it is now...
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Paris Saint-Germain.
Walking through the gates.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Sadio Mane. He's one of the paciest players around, Peter. He's a very dangerous dribbler and a fine finisher to boot. I particularly like the way he gives defenders a headache by drifting across the forward line, looking for gaps to probe and spaces to get into. I think he's going to be a really huge asset for this team.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. No way through. Oh, he's been caught on it here! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now, what about a counter-attack? It's a searching pass. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that's incredible! And surely that has won the day! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Knocks it out wide. Dani Olmo. Rummenigge herring after the ball here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Dani Olmo, he is through here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, they could be caught out here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And Mane! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mane really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Mane will not want to lose out here. And the shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. Some save from Khan. Szoboszlai goes direct. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He has found the way through. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Dani Olmo. Turkey couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yeah, he's fouled him there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Turkey.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Turkey have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Turkey definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And he's managed to get free, and that has left him in a heap. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball's gone out of play. Quick look, then plays, shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Looking for the run. Khan claims comfortably.
Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Could be danger here. Big chance! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Turkey are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Corner number 2 then. No, he's managed to misplace that. And there isn't a whole lot anyone can do with that corner. Another throw-in.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Vinicius Junior sticks it away! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it. Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Substitution for Turkey, number 20, Mane. Number 15, Lee Kangin. Number 17, Sado.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Turkey clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Number 7, Kukçu. Substitution in progress.
And that's definitely not his best. Kvaratskhelia, he's found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely spread. Great vision. Kvaratskhelia. Soboslai attempts a clearance.
Turkey really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, there's the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And he shoots! And now they can clear their lines. And that is the last effort of the game. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
I'd like to inform you now that the latest
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, I think what was key, Peter, in this game was how the team set the right tone. Once they went ahead, that was pretty much that. It was a cruise to the final whistle.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him.
Ibrahimovic. It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's got away with one there. Well timed, excellent interception. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Ibrahimovic. Played out to the right.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And he cuts out the supply. It's a quick ball upfield. Could move up a gear here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Paris Saint-Germain yet to have an attempt on goal. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Those looking wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Turkey are looking to go forward now. Now it's Neymar. And the through ball. Khan clears. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's away. Rummenigge! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! There is the breakthrough! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Paris Saint-Germain leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. He's shifting through the gears here. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Paris Saint-Germain.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Paris Saint-Germain have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Paris Saint-Germain, a solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. Deserved a bit.
And a chance! Goal! And this is getting better and better. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Looking to play him in. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Maldini. Oh, that was vital.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's played through for him. Rummenigge is flagged offside. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Van Dijk. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this? Pass is just off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Cruyff is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's managed to get free. Kagawa has a look inside the box. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's running through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. It's Ibrahimovic! And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
No outsmarting him this time. Oh, that's... takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a check. And another try! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha. Now it's Cruyff.
Added time.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
Please make sure to watch the
Rummenigge
screen
voted
for
man of the
information
match,
bulletin
and
from the regional
deservedly
police
so.
department.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about... And the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Gattuso, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Mendes. Gullit gets into some space. And we have our very first corner. That's gone for a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Eto'o. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. That's a little off target. Gattuso. Out to the right. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Nuno Mendes. Now, can they get him away? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking to play him in. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Eto'o really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Messi running with the ball. Van Dijk cuts it out. He's through, now is he in? And it's Cruyff. Cruyff tries to pass it through. Gattuso. Here's Vitinha. Messi. And he's on his way! Good running, strong and purposeful. Messi was alert to the possibility. Oh, what a mistake! And he's lost. And pull it! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He has found the way through. Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Cruyff. Messi. Oh, he's been flattened there. That could spell trouble. Can he get on the end of this? Cruyff. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Foot in, and he's there to get it away. And he's worked it through. Now it's Cruyff. No, he's not getting his way this time. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's in a great position here. Kagawa. Rummenigge. Over to the left.
Pretty robust defending.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And it's Messi. And they can counter here. He is through here. There's no flag. Big chance! Just cruising. They are cruising. Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Played out to the left flank.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan
he welcomes it in. Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is just caressing the ball. And he He's had a hit! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And Messi! Cruyff! It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot.
And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Fabio Cannavaro. Pele! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
And he thumps it clear. And here's Hullet. Oh, well played, well played. Danger averted for now. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Deftly away. Knocks it into space. Pele is flagged offside. And it's Bellingham.